We got fun stuff to do today, cool stuff. Your window not going down?
There we go. Hi.
Hi. Everybody likes seeing you in the new intro. That's what they said in the video. That's awesome to see Noah. They even remembered your name. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Bye. Noah's half awake today. He's like, get that camera out of my face. So, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, the Proslide XT came in yesterday afternoon. So, time to get this thing installed today. But what we have to do first is reconnect the truck to the trailer because it's disconnected, and then pull it forward, pull the V-Ride 2 and the X-Mark Laser Z off, pull the Skag SWZT 36 off, and get that two-wheel Velke off of there so that we can mount this Proslide on. I probably could do it with it on the trailer, but why? So I'm going to pull it off, stick it right over here, and we're going to get that Velke off and put the XT on. Let's get after it. Okay, first things first. I got the X-Mark and the V-Ride 2 off the trailer. Obviously, it's pulled up front. But an issue I noticed last time that I was having, every time I want to take this mower off the trailer, I have to go around out there, stand down there on the ground, and pull it that way. And it interferes with the lift for raising the deck up and down. Now, like I told you guys when I bought this, one of the things that Skag had told me was that you can just pull this off and turn it anywhere you want to put the pull cord where you want. So what I figure is, since every time I take this off, the other two mowers are already off anyway, because why wouldn't they be if I'm going for this one? So why not turn that thing around so the pull cord comes as straight out this way as I can get it. So then I can just walk right up to it, grab the pull cord, pull it, and away I go. So let's do that first. There we go. Now it comes pretty close to straight out. It's far enough away from the exhaust there, which won't matter because it won't be hot anyway. But it's far enough out, even if it is hot, it's not going to affect me at all. So this should work much better. Okay, so this is how this big monstrosity is on here. It hangs way back off the side and it moves a little bit, but not very much. And you see how I had to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like that ship that's sitting in the middle of the Suez Canal right now? Yeah, kind of like an Austin Powers thing. That's because of that thing. And it hangs so far back and it's way up in the air, and every time I try to back up, it hits the side rail of the tire over there, and it's just a huge pain in the butt. So this Proslide, even though it kind of sticks out and doesn't come all the way up, it should still be up high enough that it's not going to stick way out like this and be a huge problem. But that's not the main reason I got it. We'll go over that in a few minutes. But first, we have to drop this down off the chain and take the bolts out for the mount down there. And then this chain can come right off of here because I won't need it. I don't need a chain for this Proslide. So let's get it out of the box here and see what we're working with. Just a quick little boost for power shoot. When I was cleaning out the other garage to move everything over to this shop, here's one right here, for example, power shoot. I have like 6 of these damn things. I have boxes of them. I don't even know where they're at. They're all over the place. I don't know where Billy put them, but they're all, I think maybe they're on the shelf over there. But we found like 6 boxes of them with spare ones. And I've been running power shoot for years, as you guys know. And I haven't had to replace any of them, except for that one that I screwed up on my own. All right, so here's one of the bottom, what they call wear plates that goes on the bottom. I don't know what it's made out of. It's kind of like the same stuff that's on my plow on that back plow, the cutting end. It's like a hard plastic, but it's like a polymer. I don't know what the heck it is. But we got that wear plate because they sent me an extra one. They say that those will wear out over the time, depends on how much stuff you drive across. Gridiron custom tool storage. Not really sure what this is about. Oh, they got blower racks, weed whacker racks, all that kind of stuff. And then they got a bunch of stuff in here on the Proslide. That's it. We don't really need that because, you know, we are dedicated to green touch. So, get this foam out of here, and it appears, that's it. That box out here, here is the Proslide. Now you see, it already comes with a wear plate on it. So they sent me a spare one. I don't know what those cost, but I'm told that those will wear out over time, depending on, like I said, depending on, I've talked to a couple guys and they said they got roughly a 1.5 to 2 seasons, depends, you know, if you're not in a place where you mow year round. Some guys got like 2 seasons out of them, and they said that that's about normal, as long as you're stepping off it every time you're going over blacktop or stone or concrete. You'll get like 2 years out of it, or 2 seasons out of it. But they sent me a spare one anyway. This here is the mounting plate that mounts on there. This gas shock wears over time, as any gas shock would on anything. If any of you guys are old enough to remember cars with old hatchbacks, you know, same thing. Those gas struts, they call them, those wear out over time. Same thing, they have them on hoods of vehicles, they wear out. But anyway, no big deal. That's a wearable part. This skid plate, I'm told, is the wearable part. We have a spare one. And then there's these 2 springs that go, let me see if I can show you guys. There is these 2 springs. There's one right there, and there's one right there. Those wear out over time, and it's these arms here that go down and hook under. That's what wears out, and they end up just breaking right off. No big deal. The Proslide will still function if you're out mowing a lawn, they break off. I believe it just won't retract at that point when you step off of it. I actually have those much bigger versions on the bottom gate of this trailer here. The same thing. It's these right here, and these help big time with assisting this gate going up. And the way I found that out is because when I first got this trailer, I bought it used, if you guys remember. I put the ramp down, and I was mowing the lawn. I got done, I come back, I drove up on it, and I heard pop, pop, really loud, like it scared the crap out of me. But it was these arms snapping off. So I put new ones on there, and I've had them on there, I don't know, 2-3 years now, and they haven't broke. But same idea, they do the same thing. So here it is, and like I said, this is, I'll pull this pin out here, and then slide this arm out, and this mount will come off, and then we can put this mount on the mower. But first we got to get that one off. Okay, so super simple design. You just pull this pin out, and then it has this bar here, pulls out, and this mount comes right off. And that's it. That's all you do. That's how you get it off there. So nice and easy. Okay, I'm not really sure what this plate is in the back of this thing for, but it almost seems like it just keeps it further away from the machine. I don't really know, but well, I mean, we're going to use it anyway for the heck of it, just because it's there. And then they give you a washer, a lock washer, and a nut for the other side of it. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see how well it fits on here, because I think it might be a little too tight back there for the length of that bolt. Which I could do two things. One, I can get rid of that plate, or two, I can just use a longer bolt, because I do have longer ones, so not really concerned with that. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that plate, because it's definitely too long for it to go through. I'm not really sure what that plate is supposed to be for, but maybe a universal thing for different machines, I don't know. But I'm going to leave it off for now. And if I notice it for some reason it was supposed to be on there, then I'll take it apart and put it back on. But I'm thinking it probably does not need to be there. And that's it. Nice and simple. You just put it up there like that. Put the bolt through. And throw these washers and that nut on the other side. And you're good to go, if you can get it on there without fumbling. Okay, so this might be the tricky part. You slide this pin through, comes through here, and it hooks on the other side. That kind of just, all right, let's see what that does. So this would have to come up here. All right, might be a little tricky. All right, so I had to give it a little love tap over there with a nice hammer, because it was definitely tight going through there. So then you just put the pin through like that. You're good to go. Now it looks like it ships with a little wooden block in there. So let's get that sucker out of there. That's out. Now I'll pull this chain off quick, and then I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll see how this thing works. Okay, so that's it. Super simple. The only time I could see you running into a problem on installation with this thing would be if you didn't already have holes in the back of your mower and you had to drill them. But nowadays, all these mowers come pre-drilled. That's just how they are. They all come pre-drilled because they know you're going to put Velke, Sulky, Pro XT, Go Slide, whatever. They know you're going to put something on these, so they pretty much all come pre-drilled for that, and they come pre-drilled with the hole to hang the chain off of. I remember years ago with my old Buntons, my old Ferrises, they didn't. You had to drill the holes yourself. So other than that, no big deal, but you just put the two bolts through like I showed you, and then bring the Proslide up to it, slide the pin through, put your clip on there, and done. I don't like these. I've had issues with these falling out in the past. So what I will do is, I don't even know if I have any. I don't have any, but what I will switch it to is one of these. I'll go up and grab some probably later today, but the smaller ones, they're real thin. And I've actually, even on my plows, wherever I had those pins on there, I changed them all out to that style. Pretty much everything I own that had that on there, I changed out to that style. You know what? I might actually have a couple. What do we got up here? We got a little bit of everything. That's the other style. Cotter pins. I don't. What are those? Those are both O-ring kits. Okay. Well, I don't have any of those, but I gotta go to the city later today anyway. So last thing I want to check is the tire pressure in these tires. This thing seemed really bouncy. That one day I used it, if you guys watch the video, I've only used this once, and it seemed really bouncy in the ass end. So I think these tires have a lot more air pressure in them than they're supposed to. So I'm gonna check those real quick. Okay, so that ought to be much better. There's actually a sticker. I believe a lot of mower manufacturers do this. I know Skag does. It's been on every, I've bought 3 brand new Skags over the years. I bought this one just over the winter. I bought that V-Ride 2 at the end of last summer. I bought the Tiger Cat 2 a couple years ago, which I sold to Ryan, all from the same dealership. But they all come with it, and there's a sticker right there. It says inflate to 12 PSI for an SWZT 36. Says it right there on the rim. This one was at 20 PSI and that one was at 22. So that'll definitely change the way this thing rides. Now what I'm gonna have to do is check the deck, because that could seriously affect the way this deck cuts now. And I'll have to make sure it's actually reading at the correct height to what I set it at. The fronts are run flats, so no big deal. But see what I mean right here? See these clips in here? Same exact style that I was just showing you. There's a reason they use these instead of those. So very nice. So I'm definitely, as far as mounting and everything goes, obviously I haven't ridden it around yet. I'm going to in a second. I'm gonna ride it around in here, which is a no-no, because I mean, it shouldn't be ridden around on anything other than grass, but I'm gonna do it for you guys and for myself to see how I like it. So, but anyway, the only complaint that I have at this point about this thing is they should definitely throw the other style pins in the kit for those, because I don't know, maybe they've never had any issues or nobody's ever given them any feedback, but I already know that I'll end up having an issue with that because it's just my luck. So before I even do, that'll get changed out. But anyway, so far seems pretty cool. So let's fire this thing up and ride it around the shop in here, and we'll see what it's like. Definitely cool. That's a weird feeling. I've never been on a walk behind where when I turn, the machine didn't turn and then I follow. Like literally you stay right with it. So that's definitely weird. That'll take a little getting used to, I'm sure. But I like it. That's definitely pretty cool. The one thing I got to remember, a lot of people have mentioned to me before, one, you pull down and it feels like you're way in there. But what you do is you pull down, and then once it starts to go, it comes back. So it brings you away from the machine. The other thing I need to keep in mind that a lot of people mentioned was when you step off it, guide it up with your foot and then pull your foot off. Don't just freaking take your foot off and let it slam back up, because you will end up breaking stuff, and over time it'll just do damage to it. So those are the couple things that people advised me of. And so other than that, very cool. I think it's gonna be nice. secured. Gotta have one in every shop. So, it's raining outside. It actually looks like big fair. It actually looks like a mixture of like rain slash snow, slush type crap. I don't know. Maybe we will get some of that snow, but I'm hoping we don't. I don't want any of it. And I'll be just fine with no snow. Like I said, I am still scheduled to start my mowing next Monday, and that letter, if you guys watched yesterday's video, that letter that I sent to my customers, just like I said, I had them answering me back all night long. Just send me a message, say, whatever, Randy, you know, do what you think's best, no problem. I did schedule 2 more mulch jobs. Not schedule them, they just said they wanted them, and I said, okay, I'll put you on the schedule. So I have 2 more mulch jobs ready to go. I can do those whenever I want. It's kind of at my leisure. One of the houses nobody even lives at, so they just want it looking nice like I do with it every year. So that's about it as far as that goes. But get some more mulch knocked out. Hopefully we'll get some decent weather this week toward the end of the week, and I can get those knocked out before I start mowing next week. But for now, I need to make coffee, and then I got some computer stuff to do. So my wife gave me a bunch of spoons, plastic spoons, to bring here to the shop like a week ago, and I keep forgetting them every time I come here. So until that point, universal stir stick. Gotta use what you got, right? There's many reasons why I carry a Sharpie with me everywhere I go. This is just one of them. So Billy tells me that he set my TV up because this TV I got has a Roku right in it. I don't even have cable at my house. I don't believe in cable. I don't mess with any of that stuff. I use a Roku for everything, and I have Netflix. Pretty much the only thing I watch is like Netflix. I watch shows with my wife, and I watch YouTube, and I watch the History Channel, and I have a subscription to Power Nation because I watch all those car shows, truck shows especially. But I didn't have to get a Roku for this TV because it already has one built in it. So Billy tells me that he set this up for me yesterday so that I should be able to just go to all my stuff, and it looks like I can. So yeehaw, I got YouTube on here, and now I can watch all your monkeys videos while I do stuff here in my shop. So perfect. Alright, so I got a lot of shit I gotta go do today. So I can't keep monkeying around here all day. I do have to edit this video, which I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna leave here. I need to go and I need to get stuff to restock this fridge before next week when we start our mowing, so we can grab stuff out of here in the morning when we need to, and we can go. A couple other little things I gotta do running around, but I wanted to get this video made for you guys and get the get everything up and running as far as it walk behind. I don't want to wait till last minute to get that done. I want it to be ready to go for next week. So that being said, I hope you guys like this video. I haven't been putting out videos that are too interesting lately. I just don't have a whole heck of a lot going on right now. Just everything's in preparation for next week when we kick off that mowing and get going full bore. And I have tons of new ideas for filming for mowing this year. So, and a lot of new properties, because I know you guys have seen the other ones over the years like 1,000 times. But the only difference this year will be some of them will be mowing with different equipment, so I'll definitely show that. There will be a ton of footage, obviously, with all these mowers, like I do every year, and that'll pretty much be the extent of that. But there will be lots of new footage with new mowers this year. So, as always, guys, hit that subscribity-bobbity button since Billy isn't here to say it. Make sure you hit thumbs up, thumbs down, like this video, share it all over the damn place, and I will catch you guys in the next one.